What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video back in Planet Coaster in the Silver Dollar City recreation. Now, since our last episode, we've got quite a bit done, so we're gonna get right into it to kind of show off what I've been working on the last quite a few streams actually. So I haven't really done anything here in the entrance area. We haven't been really focusing on that, so everything you see here should be about the same. So nothing big there. The big differences are going to be with kind of the square and the mill restaurant, which we did kind of work on quite a bit. So the mill restaurant / mine restaurant is pretty much done at the moment. There might be a couple details here and there that we still need to work on, but for the most part it is done. And then I started laying down actual paths for the square and everything, which is turning out pretty nicely, to be honest. So I did redo a lot of the curbs and everything for these these little planter areas because they just look a little more smooth now. So I just kind of redid them, and I think they look a little bit better. Obviously, we have a little bit of pathing to do here and a little bit of extra stuff to do. Like, it's not, like I said, it's mostly done. We got the little mine cart that gets pulled up and down, which I still need to create the little area that it goes into, which we'll get to fairly soon. I did do a little bit of pathing and a little bit of the start of the back way to the Midtown, which we'll be getting into a lot here soon. So you can see we did quite a bit here on the entrance, and now we have the funnel cake stand. Yes, it's fantastic. So pretty much what I did was I took all the buildings that we had already built and just kind of try and do a little bit of finishing touches to them, and did a little bit more to them, and also lay down some paths and everything like that. There's some adjustments that need to be done to the blacksmith still, obviously, that we haven't really got to just yet, that we'll adjust and make sure that gets done. But I did work a little bit on Brown's Candy, which I had to make some adjustments there. And then we have the entrance back to where first aid's going to be, and this is of course the backstage area back by where the cave entrance is, looking pretty nice as well. So not too much going in there. I don't think I did too much there. Mainly was what we worked on was Valley Road here and everything in this area. So if we head back over here, you can see that I got the truss bridge in place and a lot of trees and foliage heading back in there. We have Hazel's Glass. This is the main area that I worked on quite a bit in the last stream, and that is the Thunderation and Time Traveler area, trying to get this kind of in a spot where it all kind of fits. So over here you can see some roofing, and those are going to be the roofs to buildings that I don't yet have reference photos to. I just went based off of Google Earth, and I'm going to get some reference photos for the next time we touch up on this. So this is Time Traders. This is going to be the exit gift shop for Time Traveler. So as you can see here, this is where the photos will show up, where guests can buy their photos of on-ride photos, and then this will be the gift shop itself. A lot of interesting aspects when it came to the pathing and all the path that went into this. It was quite interesting. As you can see, we still have a lot to do to detail this back up and everything, which we still have some time to go. So these are just the outlines of the little planters. They're not final, obviously. I just placed down kind of the shaping of them. And then of course we have Thunderation's entrance and exit, which I finally did put down Thunderation spots, and I did make a lot of adjustments to the rides themselves. We did work a little bit on Time Traveler's exit ramp, which was kind of a pain in the butt to line up with the path, but I got it to a point where I'm fairly happy of how it turned out. And again, we're probably going to restructure this or restructure the station building and everything like that to kind of make a little more sense. And then, of course, Thunderation. I did redo a lot of the track that I still might go back and touch upon. But we made a couple of changes here. I completely redid the last part of the ride. That way it fits into its new spots. And that's basically over here by Time Travel. That way I had to redo it over here, make the turn a little wider, which is one little inaccuracy, that this turn's not this wide in real life. I still might make a couple changes to it. That way it's a little bit better. But I did delete a lot of the custom supporting, and I probably will start over on that, just so you guys know. I made this turn a little bit wider going in, because in the real life one it is, and then I had to redo this entire drop section and everything like that. But overall, it did turn out pretty well, and we'll still be making tweaks here and there, just to try and get it to fit in. Obviously, we haven't worked much on the terrain here. One of the main issues that I am kind of experiencing is that I did end up pushing these rides a little bit closer to the edge, and now the issue with that is that we're going to have this awkward terrain wall that I'm going to try and disguise as best as I can using foliage and trees. That way you don't see much of the wall there, like it will be kind of disguised as best as I can. That's what the plan is right now, because I hate when I see recreations and stuff. I mean, there's fantastic recreations, but one of my pet peeves about those sometimes is that they have this awkward wall that is just completely flat and everything like that, and I want to try and blend mine in a little bit better, you know, that way it doesn't just look weird, because in reality this is actually where the road is. There's a little gate here, and there's a road that goes all the way up here that leads to the entrance and the parking lot to Swordwater City. So there's an actual road right there. That's where the road is, and obviously I can't do that with the boundary being right here. So as you can see how much we have actually shifted the area. This is where Time Traveler used to be originally, and I shifted it all the way over here, like a full ride's length away. And this is going to be very beneficial, because we're going to be giving ourselves more space when it comes to the other areas. So I'm going to have more space on this side for Grand Expo and everything like that, which means it's probably not going to go as far out here as I originally thought. The only thing that I am a little fearful for is maybe wildfire, but I still think if we do it correctly that it will be alright as well. Like, I think wildfire is going to be more over here where my cursor is right now than where it is right now, but you know, we'll do whatever we need to get this park fitted all into one world, which we should be able to fit in. So actually putting everything tightly together like I have has actually been beneficial and has put the park closer together. So it's created a little bit more space for us, which is definitely a positive. Also very soon we're going to be trying to get in the swinging bridge, which I kind of laid a little bit of terrain foundation for a little bit. So it's going to come from here all the way over here to Midtown. So that will connect those two, and then of course we have Half Dollar Holler, which will go in this area as well, which will also connect to Midtown. And you can kind of see the developments that we are kind of doing is just trying to make everything come together a little bit. We're going a little bit at a time and making everything come together. So when I do come back and work on this once again, we're probably going to again do a lot more touch-ups of Valley Road. There's a few obvious reference photos I need to get of Time Trader and these bathrooms over here. So those are going to be some reference photos that I need to get. Basically the Time Traveler area slash Thunderation area is those areas that I need to get more pictures of. There's some planters here that go here that'll get into, and then we're going to try and finish up this little backstage area as well, alongside having we got to build one more building here, which is First Aid, which is also there as well. So once we get first aid in and finish up the little host lounge area and everything like that, that backstage area will be pretty much complete for the most part, and we can move on from that. And like I said, what we're going to do is we're trying to go section by section. So this area is going to take me a while because I want to try and finish up Time Traveler and Thunderation, get those two rides nice and tidied up. We're going to do all of the custom supports for Thunderation, get all the terrain complete and everything like that. So over the next episode, you might see this area pretty much complete, and then I'm going to try and get the swinging bridge and possibly the beginnings of the steam train depot, and maybe even a little flooded mine. You never know. So that's going to be kind of the start of that, and we're going to slowly work our way down this way until we get to the Grand Expo area. And then after we get done with Grand Expo, we're going to go back to where the railroad crossing is. We're going to go into Fireman's Landing and the riverfront area, which right now, if I was to do it as it is today, that would actually be pretty easy because all it is a couple buildings and theaters over here, and then of course literally just a giant wooden fence going around the area as of right now, because obviously the riverfront or the Lost River area is under construction right now. So, and by the time I get there, I know the new ride will probably be already announced, as it will be announced in August. So I highly doubt I'll be back over there by August, but you never know, I might actually be. It's a possibility. So that's I like going over the plans right now, and we're gonna slowly be working down Midtown a little bit. So we'll be working on Midtown and this over here and pushing that way. That way, when we make our loop around, we can kind of connect those two together. They'll kind of form into each other, if that makes sense. And then kind of the last area we will work on in the end will be the Hill Street area with Wildfire, Powder Keg. And then, like I said, once we get to the riverfront, we'll be working our way back to Outlaw Run and the Giant Swing, which should be pretty quick. Obviously, since I've already worked a lot on Outlaw Run and a lot of that scenery, which I'm going to be updating quite a bit and doing some changes on that. But for the most part, it will remain unchanged. But yeah, that's kind of the roadmap and the plan that I have for right now. Just working our way down, all the way down to Riverfront, and then of course connecting it all together, which I might end up starting Hill Street earlier. Like I said, just so it can kind of all connect together. But we'll see on all that. But as of right now, the park is growing pretty quick. All this back here was undeveloped and everything, so as you can see, it's all starting to come together now, and starting to become a nice part of the park that's actually developing. So anyways, that's looking really good. And actually we'll probably be building Christmas Hollow next as well. That's the little Christmas shop that's on literally right here where my cursor is right now, and behind that is the steam train depot and all that fun stuff. So so we'll be getting into that, and again we'll be starting on the train depot and everything, which I'll probably get a little bit started on the train tracks of that. I'll slowly be working the steam train into the entire park and getting it into the entire layout. So yeah, so again, you're going to be seeing Silver City so much in the next coming months. So this is my main project now. So obviously we will be finishing up Time City here very soon, and but we're already in full swing of Silver Dollar City recreation. So this is one project that I think a lot of you have been excited by, I've been excited by, and one project that I think is probably the biggest or the best project that I currently have on the channel right now. That started out, I had some humble beginnings, and then kind of was put on hold for the longest time, and now we're back in full swing with this park. So I hope you guys are just as excited as I am trying to get these pieces finally put together for Valley Road and everything. So but anyways, I'm still pretty satisfied with the Time Traveler sign. We're gonna try and finish that up too. So much to still do with Valley Road, but as you can see, it's starting to piece together a little bit, which is awesome. And we will be getting into those final touches in the coming weeks. So pretty excited. Again, I hope you guys are excited. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below of how it's looking so far. Have you been to Silver Dollar City? Does any of this look really familiar? If you are familiar with like the entrance area and Valley Road, and you know, Time Traveler, Thunderation, all that fun stuff. So, but anyways, again, let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more amazing content like this, and we will be back sooner rather than later with this series. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys have a great day and an even cooler tomorrow, and I will catch you all in the next video or live stream. Thanks, and goodbye.